Welcome back to another Tera Plays Tera video. Alright, so now before we get into the depths of this video, I want to thank everyone for officially hitting this channel to 200 subscribers. And I want to remind everyone, if we can hit up to 250 subscribers, I will be making a Tera console warrior DPS guide. So we're almost there, folks. So yeah, let's get into the changes that happened on Tera console this past Wednesday to Thursday. It's a January patch that I didn't even know we were officially getting. I was kind of hoping, I was kind of on edge if we were actually getting anything this month. But the game has gotten quite a few updates. Most of you all might know this stuff, but for those who don't, let's cover it. First thing to cover is there was a dungeon rotation. As you can see, CS Normal and CSHM have both been removed from the game. Grotto Lost Souls hard mode is still in the game at a 460. All the drops are the same, but it is not a leaderboard dungeon anymore. It is not the hardest content. It has now become basically middle tier. Velik's Hold Hard is back as a 455, and it will drop Ecto and some other goodies, but really Ecto is the only thing out of here you'll want. Ruinous Manor still here. Shadow Sanctuary is back in the game is a 450, and it's just for Abyssal Fragments for the most part. Rev Refuge, Ravenous Gorge are still here. Cursed AA has been officially released. Yes, they finally brought Cursed AA out, and let's go over it. It is a 470 dungeon. You can get Kaia's Fragments and Power Source from here, along with all the Kaia's stuff and everything you would have got from CS hard mode, but it's a 470 dungeon. Now, the Power Source is used to upgrade your bracelet from T9 into the next tier, the Power Source bracelet. We covered this in a recent update when the Battle Pass came out. You can now farm Power Sources. How well they drop? Not really sure. What I can say is the Kaia's Fragments will drop in a stack of 50, and only one person will collect those. It is not a share drop as of now. And the Ecto drop is, I think we got roughly 20 for the run. So it's not horrible, but it's really not fantastic either. But at this point, I would really say you only want to come in Cursed AA for the challenge. And if you want the Kaia's materials, maybe a chance to get a Power Source or a Destructive Chandra. But from what I know, those materials probably won't drop too much. Besides, the Kaia's Fragments are a guaranteed drop. Alright, Velik's Sanctuary hard mode has been the replacement to CSHM at a 463. The drops are horrible. I'm not kidding you. The drops are bad. You get maybe 5 Ecto per run, if you're lucky. Like, first and second boss only drop 1 stack. The Brooch etchings are just, I'm sorry, it's a 463 and you're not even going to give me T4s. So I really hope Bluehole considers, like, when, you know, reset is, and or just, you know, the leaderboard reset and reworks this. I hope in the early February this gets changed, because this is just disgraceful. Like, I'm sorry, they should have just kept CS hard mode in instead of this, in my opinion. Everyone who is crying to remove it, look what you get. Congrats, have fun. That's just disgusting. On a lighter note, AQ/Varrock Fortress is still here, the same loot. AHM is still here, the same loot. These are really your 2 grind dungeons at this point, and of course Rev Refuge Hard is still here. So that's the dungeon changes. Let's go over the armor changes. So as you can see, our armor has been fixed finally. There is nothing wrong with the tooltips, but as you can see, it looks more like Kaia's gear. It looks more like the weapon, which is nice. The belt also. To me, this looks more like Annihilation gear if you're familiar with PC. Also, if you have a belt and one other piece of Kaia's jewelry, actually the necklace, we'll get into that in a second, you can get what's called Kaia's Draw. You only need 2 pieces of the set. You get Kaia's Draw. This replaces your Abyssal Draw. It's the same power. All of it's the same, except for instead of going up to 20 stacks, you'll only need to go up to 15 stacks to pop it. So, not like the most absurd change, but I personally think that's a nice quality of life. Especially going from Abyssal to Kaia's, to know that you at least don't lose this completely. It seems kind of just copy pasted. Let's hope people stay happy. But, you know, I'll take it, I guess. It's not the worst thing they could have done. They could have done worse. And now let's go over the jewelry. Yes, when you come to your jewelry now and you hit upgrade, you can upgrade to Kaia's Fury. And you can see on the necklace with 2 of set, so I feel the necklace matches the belt, that if you do your necklace, you'll still keep your 3 endurance on your Abyssal, and you'll get the Kaia's Draw instead of the Abyssal Draw. As you can see, you'll need 600 of the Kaia's Fragments, quite a few other Kaia's materials, quite a lot of gold, silver plates, and diamonds, and it's only a 5% chance, so it's going to be a grind as of right now. Now, my hope is that the devs will fix Velox Sanctuary hard, and also maybe give it like a 30 stack of Kaia's Fragments, or maybe make Kaia's Fragments shared. It's hard to say, but there's a few glitches with both dungeons as it is. It doesn't seem like Velox Sanctuary was changed at all. Even the endurance and everything, it just seems weaker. So it doesn't feel like a 463 right now. And Cursed AA, there may be glitches, or it's just the community. We need to learn how to do the dungeon more properly. But it is clearable, as you saw. I do have one clear in it. So yeah, then of course, obviously your rings and other accessories you can upgrade as well. Let me remove that and go upgrade. And it's a bit cheaper to do the rings. You'll need 400 fragments instead of 600. You'll need 40 and 2 diamonds instead of the 80 and 3. The percent chance is still the same. And basically, like, you don't really gain too much when you go to a ring. You get 20 extra attack, some extra MP. The endurance, the power is all the same. Except for that when you go and get 2 of the sets for the rings, or you get 4 and you get both your rings and both earrings done, you get increased attack speed by 1.5, or a total of 3%. Again, I'm not sure if these also work with the belt, that if you get a ring, you get the Kaia's Draw. I think it's safe right now just to have people do their necklaces first. If you do grind out and get the chance of getting an upgrade, having the necklace done first gives you Kaia's Draw, and you're guaranteed to keep that, and you don't break your, you will no matter what break your Abyssal set, but you still keep 3 Abyssal no matter which way, and then you keep Kaia's Draw. Whereas if you do a ring and it doesn't count because it doesn't say it counts, you don't even get increased attack speed for 1. You have to do 2 rings. And at that point, you would be breaking your Abyssal set to not gain anything. So on the safe side, I say do your necklaces first. And as you can see, like I said, the power is kind of underwhelming to go for these even. It's really at this point just a flex, a rare thing to say, hey, look what I have right now. I will say I think Abyssal Draw is a lot more powerful. It's up an additional 25% more times than what Abyssal would be. That's just the math of, minusing 5 off of it. But getting no power or crit increase is also kind of bad. I hope that's a tooltip error that the devs either come out and say, hey, yeah, that's wrong. I hope when someone actually upgrades, they can test it and see, oh, wow, no, they do give more power or crit. And that's much needed for the crit classes. I'm not going to lie. Ninjas, if rings, Abyssal Rings gave 48 crit, went up to like 56 crit or something like ridiculous, then ninjas might actually be in a much better spot than they are now. It might not be enough. I'm not a ninja player. I just know people who have been complaining about crit for days, and it's the same with Sorks. I know archers could utilize it tremendously, and even warrior in Cursed AA, I gotta rework my crit, and honestly, I think its crit resist is higher than CSHM, personally. Now, it might not be much higher, but if it is, these crit classes need help. And this could be that help they could get if this fixes it. Again, Bluehole, if you do see this, please consider this as a request. Please consider what your classes need, and that could help tremendously. And there's no reason to not increase power and crit from this. Like, this is a massive, massive, massive upgrade. Make it a massive upgrade. 1.5 attack. But it's still jewelry upgrade, which is something the community has been asking for. Whether if it's what we've wanted is another question. But so yeah, that's the major changes. There's really nothing else besides those dungeon changes. Again, I hope that, you know, Velik's Sanctuary gets better loot pool, and yeah, that's about it. All right. If you got any comments, feel free to go ahead and ask. If I missed anything, there were no patch notes for this video. I'm not going to link anything. There wasn't even anything from what I'm aware of, even in Korean, for me to read and translate and have people help me translate. This is all just research that I did in the game. And I'm thankful for the people who helped me do this research. But yeah, that's all I have for y'all. So like I said, if I missed anything, go ahead and hit me with the comment section. If you're going to talk about leaderboards, please don't. They're broken. And I don't really want to reveal how and why they're broken, because I'm expecting that to get fixed, especially by next season. But yeah, other than that, go ahead, ask questions, let me know stuff I missed. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. If you like what you see, go ahead and hit that like button. And that's about it. Hope to see you all in Aboria, gamers.